Y'all, let's talk about the women who seem to keep it cute, put together. The ones who smell like clean sheets, money, and emotional stability. The one whose hair never looks undone. The ones who lean in close and you don't panic. They are not lucky. They are engineered. And today I'm walking you through my weekly deep reset system. And it saves me 3 hours at least every single week. Not surface hygiene, not just shower nonsense, and not even the cute influencer fluff. Even though it's cute. It's cute. We're talking about grown women systems that keep us high maintenance. So our daily lives are low maintenance. Because Effortless is engineered. I'm Dr. Nina, licensed psychologist, systems thinker, and former hidradenitis suppurativa struggler. And I refuse to live in a hygiene crisis mode. So drop the comments. Engineered, not effortless. Or maintenance is my peace. Pick your ministry. And hit that like button because YouTube has been having our good wisdom fighting for its life. And I want y'all to continue to be served.
Dr. Nina, the girl next door, beautiful brown baby doll.
The philosophy, stop accumulation. Here's what most people miss. Nothing explodes overnight. Not odor, not buildup, not greasiness, and not even irritation. It accumulates. And most women, we're living in reaction mode. Oh, my deodorant stopped working. Oh, my hair looks a mess. Oh, I need to shave or wax or whatever. Oh, something smells different. That's hygiene crisis. And crisis mode steals time and joy. When I dealt with hidradenitis heavily in my teens and 20s, especially before I even knew what it was, I learned very early when your body chemistry shifts, hormone stress, inflammation, basic hygiene is not enough. Can I get an amen? You have to stop accumulation before it turns into embarrassment. And here's the psychological layer. When your body feels handled, your nervous system calms down. You stop scanning yourself. You stop adjusting your shirt. And you stop wondering. That calm, that's low maintenance living. Not because you're doing less, but because you already did the work. Prep number 1, the deep clean zones. We're starting where people quietly worry, but don't talk about. The moisture trap zones. These are areas that stay warm, covered, and they're slightly damp throughout the day. Warm plus dark plus moisture, that equals a bacteria vacation home. So let's go there. Behind the ears plus neck, this is where oxidized skin oils called nonanol can build up. Nonanol develops when natural skin oil oxidizes over time. It's literally a chemistry issue. And people associate the smell with aging. I've said this before, but it ain't age. It's oxidation plus accumulation. Once a week, we're exfoliating with a washcloth, a light swipe of glycolic acid, not daily, weekly, and rinse thoroughly on those areas. So we're going to call it a oh she moment, okay? But y'all know what I'm talking about. If you spray perfume on top of oxidation, you've just created scented oxidation. Congratulations. Under boobs, I don't care your cup size. Skin on skin contact creates friction. Friction creates heat. Heat plus moisture equal bacterial growth. So weekly, we're going to engage in a benzoyl peroxide or antibacterial cleansing. Let it sit 60 to 90 seconds, then rinse. Dry completely. And look, completely means completely. If you're prone to irritation or fungal issues, a light antifungal powder or dusting powder is preventative. But here's the part that people miss. If you never reset this zone and you shower daily, you can still smell off, especially by Wednesday. Ugh. Because you never interrupted the buildup cycle. And then we move to the inner thighs and groin woman talk. This is where pH balance matters. The vulvar area has a natural acidic environment, and that prevents harmful bacterial growth. Using harsh soaps there weekly, y'all, you disrupt the ecosystem. And then we wonder why the irritation actually shows up. Use that pH balance wash externally only. And let's normalize something. Checking yourself. Your brain adapts to your own scent. It's called olfactory adaptation, meaning you literally stop noticing yourself. So it's okay to observe what's going on down there, taking a mirror to it, okay? A little mirror. Find out what's going on, get acquainted with your lady bits and parts, and figure out what you can do to help it. Make sure, too, that you're going to see your doctor annually, getting your blood test done. Let me stop swinging the mirror. Go get your blood test done. Go get all those things and find out what's going on in your particular body. Now the feet in between them toes, know that your feet are enclosed for hours. Sweat glands are concentrated there. If moisture lingers between the toes, you create a fungal playground. Weekly, try apple cider vinegar soak. Of course, diluted, not straight apple cider vinegar. Maybe a light pumice or exfoliation and dry thoroughly, even with a hairdryer on a cool setting if you need it. And between them toes is not optional. So the oh she moment, if these zones aren't reset weekly, your daily shower becomes maintenance, not prevention. And prevention, that's where you save your time. Prep 2 is your full body exfoliation system. Dead skin is not just cosmetic. It traps sweat, bacteria, deodorant film, and even fragrance residue. And that's why people always talk about how their deodorant isn't working. No, it's trapped under buildup. underarms, lift that deodorant film weekly with like a textured cloth or your African sponge or African net. Years of layering creates literal residue. Back, sweat plus bras plus sunscreen, it creates a buildup that most people never touch properly. Inner thighs, dry brushing actually improves circulation and it reduces ingrowns by increasing lymphatic circulation. And here's the part we're not talking enough about. If products are not touching clean skin, baby, you wasting your money. You throwing it in the trash down the drain. You can now moisturize buildup. Speaking of being ready for anything, let's talk about something that completely transformed how I think about laundry. And y'all know laundry is a huge part of the hygiene that people overlook. Thanks to Laundry Sauce for partnering with me. So I've never dreaded laundry day, but I will not say I'm in love with them. But now I actually look forward to it because of these products. The Laundry Sauce detergent pods, y'all. When I tell you my clothes smell like perfume and not detergent, I mean that. The fragrance is crafted by top perfumers. So it's not the cheap, overwhelming smell that you might get from some regular detergents. What I love is that they're pre-measured pods. No guessing, no mess, just perfect cleaning every time. And the bioenzyme blend actually helps to remove stains that I thought were permanent. Hunter's little grass stains, my deodorant marks, even set-in sweat stains from my workout clothes, gone. But here's my secret weapon. The advanced in-wash scent boosters in Australian sandalwood. Y'all, when I put these in my load, the fragrance lasts for weeks. I'm talking about opening my closet and it smells like luxury. And we even wash our bedding in it. Y'all, it smells so good. The dryer sheets soften everything and keep the scent going. And everything is free of parabens, phosphates, and all the chemicals we don't want near our skin. Here's why this fits my high maintenance routine. When your clothes smell incredible and stay fresh longer, you smell better without having to do extra work. Clean clothes are a part of your personal scent profile. If you want to elevate your laundry experience, scan the QR code on the screen or head to my link down below in the description and use code BeautifulBrwnBabyDol15 for 15% off. Trust me, once you experience this luxury, you're never going back. Prep 3 is strategic hair removal. Now that we've handled the bacteria block parties, let's talk about hair. Hair is not dirty, but hair traps moisture, moisture feeds bacteria, and bacteria creates odor. So hair removal, whether you shave, wax, laser, or trim, it's a hygiene strategy, not vanity. But here's where people lose time. They groom reactively. Big event tomorrow, panic shave, a bunch of cuts. Vacation coming, emergency wax, impossible redness, and maybe even ingrowns. Cute outfit, razor rush, and that's how you end up with razor bumps, hyperpigmentation, ingrowns, and irritation. I try to schedule hair maintenance early in the week. Then I do a deeper reset later because freshly shaved or waxed skin is vulnerable. If you aggressively exfoliate too soon, you disrupt the barrier and create inflammation. And let me talk about your razor. I'm going there. If it lives in your humid shower, it's growing stuff. It's growing things. Dry it, replace those blades weekly, and sanitize your tools. After shaving, I like to use witch hazel or glycolic acid on the area to prevent ingrowns. Prevention is always cheaper than correction. Time saved, no emergency grooming, no scrambling, no I should have handled this. We stay ready so we don't have to get ready. Prep number 4, scalp reset. Now we go top down. Your scalp is skin, boo, but most of us just treat it like an adornment or decoration. All week, your scalp is busy accumulating oil, sweat, dead skin products, and pollution. If you never interrupt that cycle and don't create a cycle, then your hair starts to look a bit different by day 3. That's not always oil production, it's buildup. So my weekly scalp reset. Separate the hair until you reach the actual skin. Use an apple cider vinegar, dilute it, or I just like to buy shampoos with apple cider vinegar in them. Way has a great one. And you might want to use a scalp massager for a mechanical lift. Then if you can, shampoo twice. The first wash removes surface grime. The second wash actually cleans. Condition that mid-shaft down. So here's that oh she moment, that oh she. If you deep clean your scalp and then lay on a dirty pillowcase, you just remarinated your head like some chicken. Wash pillowcases weekly, minimum. When my scalp is reset, my hair lasts 5 to 7 days maximum, instead of like a few days. That's multiple days and mornings reclaimed. Reclaiming my time. Prep number 6, the internal reset. Now we go internal because hygiene is not just the outside, y'all. What you eat, it affects everything. Your sweat chemistry, your breath, your skin clarity, even your vaginal pH. Dehydration makes sweat more concentrated, which means a sharper odor. Elevated cortisol changes scent composition. So my Sunday reset includes refilling our water bottles, prepping any electrolytes, setting out our supplements. You know magnesium supports our nervous system regulation. I love me some magnesium glycinate. Probiotics, those help to support our gut balance. And hydration supports everything. And sleep, poor sleep elevates stress hormones. Stress hormones, those gonna change your sweat. So an internal reset is a part of hygiene. If your internal environment is inflamed, your external hygiene works overtime. with no extra payment. And we not working overtime. y'all know how this economy do. We not doing that. I don't care if it's my hygiene hormones or nothing. We not doing it. We're gonna work strategically. Prep number 7 is monthly power moves. Visual infrastructure. Weekly protects hygiene. Monthly protects presentation. And this is where my every 3-week manicure and pedicure live. Every 3 weeks, non-negotiable. Why 3? Because week 4 for me is where everything falls apart. Chips set in, and chip polish can actually make you look more chaotic than you are. It's not about being fancy. It's about baseline presentation. Also, you're keeping professional eyes on the health of your nails and your toes, especially if you're going to someone great. They're going to make sure that those areas are free of fungus and other growths and other issues. Honestly, the first time I had to get a mold cut from under my foot, it was because my amazing nail tech, she was the one who discovered it and saw it early on. So they keep eyes on things that maybe you don't naturally always see or focus on a lot. This isn't about just fanciness. It's about that baseline presentation. So when my nails and toes are done, I don't hide my hands. Sandals are always an option. I'm not doing emergency polish fixes. My hands look finished in meetings, on camera, that's efficiency. Now my brows, I usually tint my brows on my own using Just for Men when I don't go in. Yes, the beard dye. Sue me. Because brows can fade a little bit. And if you like me, your brows are still thick, but they're turning gray, and I'm okay with that. And when my brows are tinted, my face looks structured so I can wear less makeup. I skip daily filling, and I'm shaving about 5 to 7 minutes off that daily routine. It's not vanity, it's decision fatigue reduction. And the oh she moment, when your base presentation is handled, you stop doing micro corrections daily, which save you time because micro corrections eat time. Systems give it back. And that's grown woman infrastructure. So let me give you an example of what this can look like practically, or my weekly schedule breakdown. Sunday evening, about 2 hours, 45 minutes, deep clean zones plus exfoliation, 30 minutes scalp reset, 15 minutes tools and linens, 30 minutes internal prep. Monthly though, 3-week mani and pedi scheduled ahead, brows tinted on a calendar reminder, and next appointment is booked before leaving. That 2-hour weekly investment saves a lot. Money, 20 minutes of hairstyling, 15 minutes of emergency grooming, 10 minutes of product scrambling, and 10 minutes of overthinking. 3 hours of reclaimed time. But the real gain is lowered overstimulation and clarity. When hygiene lives on that calendar, it's automatic. When it lives in your head though, it's optional. And optional things, they get skipped first. Y'all, this is not about being extra. It's about protecting your peace. High maintenance on purpose means you do the work when your life is calm. So you're steady when life gets loud. Start with one system, little grasshopper. Deep clean zone, scalp reset, tool reset, brow tint, mani schedule, pick one. Drop down in them comments. Make sure that you comment, share this video with someone who can use it, and subscribe. Make sure you tell me what you're claiming and reclaiming, because over here we engineer effortlessness. So stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Dr. Nina signing out. Peace.